Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. This is going to be the third update on the 1/72 scale Academy Corsair F4U-1 Corsair. Last time you saw it I was wondering about which way to go with the weathering, and I'd finished sort of the first stage of all the major painting. It's a fair bit further on now, so yeah, we'll take a look. And then I have some things that I'm not very happy about, and some of the things that turned out alright. I'll spin the camera around and we'll have a look. Okay guys, here we are. Excuse the wobbly camera as normal, but this is where she is sitting at the moment. So as you can see, she's all been deckled now. They're all complete. She's on a gloss coat. Yeah, and paintings come on. I've decided to pick out all the different canvassed areas in slightly different shades, and then go back and dry brush across the rib highlights. Yeah, decided against the salt in the end, although I do have the salt there, and I have got other kits that I'm going to try that on soon. Go back into focus. Yeah, I'm quite happy with how she's looking at the moment. But I have to say, these decals from Academy, I've done a fair few Academy 1/72 lately, and the decals are either fantastic or shocking, and these fall into the shocking category. As you can see, they are out of register. All of these stars, see the white at the top, and they've not settled very nicely. You can see it there, how bubbly it is. That is with repeated coats of micro. Well, I'll talk about what I've used for the first time. I used something a bit different this time, along with some other methods. But yep, unlike my last build though, I managed to line everything up fairly nicely. So she's now going to have another coat of gloss, and then I'm going to start the weathering. And yeah, not bad to get back into the hobby after nearly 6 months to a year of doing those stupid bloody bought action figures. So that's how she's sitting at the moment. I've also got all the bits and bobs ready for weathering. Got the wheels sprayed up, and the undercarriage. I did a little bit of added extra detail on this. If I put this back in here, if the camera focuses, there we go. This little, this is a tiny little embellishment, but I just wanted to try it. I've got some really thin gauge wire, so this bit of wire here that runs up and down, that's not actually part of the kit. I've added that in myself. Yeah, this piece here, there, just using some very thin wire that I got. I've got a big bunch of it. So yeah, so that's ready to rock and roll. Obviously they're going to need some detail painting, weathering. I'm going to beat the hell out of this. Got all the doors and the interior sections ready to rock and roll. There we go. So they're all ready to go. Not coming out too bad. Not much to see really. Oop. So they're there again, ready to be weathered. And then I've got the prop and the bomb. So I've been using a couple of techniques, or I've been starting to look at the techniques in my FAQ book. So with the prop, it's easier if I do it this way around. Focus, there we go. So airbrushing in a lighter grey, the camera's not picking it up with the direction of the airflow, and then chipping the leading edges. Obviously I need to pick out the centre boss and then the clamps and things all around it. And then we've got the bomb, again using some techniques in the FAQ. See if I can get this to focus. Go on, focus. There we go. So chip that up, using a couple of different greens and using AK's Worn effects. Yeah, fairly happy with that's come out. I think these techniques will look a lot better when I move on to 48 scale. I think trying to do some of this stuff in 1/72 is a bit beyond my skill level. But there we have it. So that's where everything's sitting at the moment in my massively unorganised work desk. Right, so I'll spin the camera back around and we'll have a little chat about this kit. Right, so yeah, that's how it's sitting at the moment. Two things about this build that have really stood out. First one's not really about this build, but after 2 years of solid service, my Neo finally crapped out on me. I've been wondering about it for a long time, but my nozzle had split at this top end, not down the bottom near the threads, but at the top, and I've been struggling to control my paint flow and things, so all the pre-shading I'd done on this, everything, it'd all been done with a knackered nozzle, and yeah, so that had gone, and I'd been noticing when I'd been putting paint or cleaner or anything in the cup, when I've been pressing down and starting to pull back, just as I started to pull back I was getting air bubbles coming up, and then as soon as I pulled back a bit more it stopped. So I thought, oh, don't know what's going on there, because I was using ultrasonic cleaner periodically to give it a good strip and then clean it with UMP's airbrush cleaner. Fantastic stuff, really good stuff, don't need to use hardly any. Paul's just done a video on it, which is luckily how I've been doing it, and yeah, so I think I've been doing it right. But £15 from S&M stuff, S&M stuff, S&A stuff. Yeah, S&M stuff I think it is. £15, delivered in a couple of days, banged it straight in, and it's now working perfectly. And the needle's not poking out anywhere near as much. Oh, it's a bit dirty. Oh no, just a bit of water. The needle's not poking out anywhere near as much as it was. It was much more protruded before, hence why I was having all the problems and whatnot. So now it's amazing what a difference a working airbrush will make. But word on the street is that my girlfriend might be getting me a posh one for Christmas. Fingers crossed. So yeah, so my ongoing review / experiences with the Neo. Part failed, 2 years, probably due to me being, well, just use, I should imagine. I mean, I'm quite gentle with it. I try and treat it with respect to keep it clean, but yeah, it just sheared, so, but not in the threads, funnily enough, right at the end. Other than that, used a new product for the first time, because I had to, like, these are what I've used for the first time, Microset and Microsol. So I've been using this since I started modelling, like 3 years ago. One bottle. This stuff. Revel Decal Softener. Decal Soft. Fantastic. With decent decals like Cartograph or Tamiya or the new FX Cartograph, or what else have I built? Italieri. Even the Hasegawa Eggplane, all the decals, this stuff smashes it. Sometimes it's a bit too aggressive, softens them too much, but normally, even with tricky decals, it allows you, I damp the surface, put the decal on, and then if they're really finicky decals that just want to stick straight away, a coat of this gives you enough time where you can just, using something, I mean I use the back of this old knackered knife, just use the thick back just to gently sort of move them, and it gives you enough time to play with them, put them down, and then it'll soften them. And I normally, for the last year and a half, I've been using a hairdryer in combination with this, so putting a coat on, hair drying it so it really conforms, and I'll go back with a brush to push it down into the panel lines, the back of a knife to push down to the back of panel lines, hair dryer it, and they suck and they work beautifully. These Academy ones, they were almost as bad as my P49. Excuse me. P47, excuse me, my P47D Academy, the checkerboard tails, they were shocking. These are as bad. At least those ones were in register, they were just as thick as paper. These ones are thick and they're not in register. So I tried using some of the Microsol. I think if these were decent decals they would work. What I say these are, I mean, maybe the first time I've used it and I've used them on crappy decals, so maybe I'm not giving a very good review, but they didn't seem any better than the Revel stuff so far. But yeah, these decals were atrocious. They are all out of register. I mean, I've had to go back in with a knife to cut them into the panel lines and whatnot. But yeah, they were shocking. But I've only got a few more 1/72 kits to do, and then I can move on to 1/48. Because I want to, like I say, I want to get good before I start doing 1/48. Still a long way to go. But yeah, Academy decals, nothing like Airfixes. Give me Airfix decals any day of the week. Give me Tamiya decals. Give me anything. Put Academy. Unless the Academy decals are good, and then they're fantastic. So some useful advice there. So yeah, so that's what I'm up to. That's where I'm at. Those are the things that I've done. Yeah, any questions or queries? Drop me a message. And next time you see it, she should be well on her way to being finished. So cheers for watching, guys, and I'll catch you on the next one.